Hello and welcome to my first video log. This video log is going to be about the development of my next tutorial. And the tutorial that I'm developing at the moment is a tower defense tutorial. So why would I make a video log about this? Well, every time I create a new tutorial, I'm actually developing a full game before I start making the tutorial videos for you guys. So basically, I would like to share all the errors and concerns that I have whenever I develop a new game. Because of course it's not like I can sit down and then just start typing my code and then without any errors or anything, I end up with a full finished game with a tutorial to go with it. I of course also run into errors and things that I have to debug my way through to figure out why it doesn't work. And sometimes I'm stuck with the same thing for a very long time before I figure out how to solve it. And in some cases I also have to go and do some research online to figure out how to do it the most efficient way or how to solve my problem. At the moment, I actually have no idea about how the finished game is going to be, because the only thing that I know for sure at the moment is actually which sprites that I'm going to use, because I have a bunch of sprites that I would like to implement in this game, and I'm going to show them in a moment. So basically, I have no idea how I'm going to make pathfinding in the game. I don't know how I'm going to generate the levels and how the waves are going to be balanced and so on. So there's a lot of features that I will need to figure out how to implement during the development of this game. So let's take a closer look at the different sprites for the game. So besides some monsters that will run from start to finish in the game, we will also be adding a player character. So it's not like 100% traditional tower defense, because the player will also be able to control some kind of hero that he can attack the monsters with. So the hero character here is a wizard, and this wizard has some different magic spells that he can use on the monsters. As you can see here, we have at the top here the move animation of him, and down here we have an idle animation of the wizard. And the tiles that he's standing on here is also the tiles, or some of the tiles, that I'll be using in the game. So this wizard here can attack the different monsters. So I have added a attack animation to him so that we can attack this monster here. And as you can see, the point of this game is like, wizard is the hero, and the monster, different kinds of monsters, are the mobs that will run through the waves and run from start to finish. Also here's just the attack. We have some different monsters, and they can of course die. You can see here when they die, they just splash out. So we also have a die animation for these monsters here we have in the game. Besides that, we also have some different towers, and I've decided to add 4 different towers to the game. So we have a poison tower that maybe poison the monsters so they lose some health over time. We have a fire tower which deals direct damage to the monsters. And then we have a lightning tower or storm tower that maybe do some chain damage, so it hits once and hits the next one. And then we have the frost tower, which may be slowing down the enemies when they are running through the level. So here's just an example of an animation. You can see we have the fire tower here, which has an idle animation, and all towers will have an idle animation. And then all towers will have a shoot animation, which they will play whenever they shoot a target. And here are an overview of the different monsters. I've chosen to add 4 monsters to the game. We have a blue, green, purple, and a red one. And I think we might want to add some different abilities to them, so that the red one takes less damage from fire and so on, and maybe the green one takes less damage from poison and so on. So basically the monsters will run from start to finish, and to indicate what start and what finish is, I have added 2 portals. So this is our starting portal. There's an idle animation for it, where it just idles like this, and then we have an other animation that shows that a monster is coming through it maybe, or something like some open animation. So this is the starting portal, and from the starting portal the monsters will move to the end portal. So the end portal is the same portal, just in red colors, and it also has a idle animation and a open animation. So besides this, I will also be adding some different menu systems. So there will also be some sprites for menus and everything to go with the game, but they are not fully developed yet, and I haven't decided which kind of UI elements and stuff I will need, because I think I'm going to develop the game, and then during the phase where I'm implementing everything, I will be adding the different UI elements, because I don't know which elements I need, and at some point I will be needing some buttons for the towers and everything, and when I need them I will start to get those developed so that we can actually have some nice UI to interact with in the game as well. But it's kind of hard to decide how the UI should look before we start the development. So these are the different sprites for the tower defense game, and this is like my little intro about my video blog and what I'm going to do here with this game. So this was the intro to my video log about my tower defense development. So basically I will try to release a new video every time I implement a new feature to my tower defense, so that you guys can follow along and see what I'm actually doing. And other thing I'm not sure about yet is how I'm going to release this video or this tutorial, because I have gotten some comments and some private messages about a page called Udemy. And Udemy is basically a page where you can release tutorials, and people can basically enroll on your courses there. So I'm thinking if I should try to explore that option to actually release my tutorial there instead of just releasing it on YouTube. Because some people have actually messaged me and said that Another thing I've been thinking about is how to release the tutorial series when it's done, because quite a few people have actually written me and told me to release the videos on a page called Udemy. And Udemy is basically a page where you can create some courses and then people can enroll on your courses there. So that's also an option I might explore later for this tutorial series. Anyway, thanks for watching the first video log, and I hope that you'll continue to watch the series and come with your own input for the game, of course, so that I might be able to implement some of your things in the final tutorial. I have also created a new blog on my homepage, which allows you to get updates about what I'm doing when I'm not posting new tutorials. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm developing at the moment, you can always go to this blog here and read up about it. The link to the blog is on the screen right here, so you can just click that link to go to the blog, or you can find the link in the description below. Again, thank you very much for watching.